What's up, guys? I'm Richx. Welcome to Tech with Richx. Today we're going to talk about the Big Sur. But before we do, in the coming weeks we are putting up some context. Subscribe to the channel and click the bell. Follow my Instagram and Twitter accounts and be part of this contest. A couple of days ago, Apple made some announcements on its upcoming OSs. We've already made a video on the iOS 14. If you have not watched it, click the link here. Today we're going to talk a bit into the Big Sur and why the Big Sur and the direction Apple is going. Why did they name the OS the Big Sur? I did a bit of digging. Apart from the Big Sur being a location somewhere in California, the name Sur means above or over the top, so it made me start thinking, so why this direction? And this is the new version from version 10. This is version 11. It brings a lot of questions to me, the direction Apple is going with the Big Sur. We all know that Apple has been working to put their ecosystem into super sync, where you can work from one device through all the other devices that they have without breaking. So you can start something on your phone, move to the iPad and move onto your Mac without a break. And that is the objective that they have, and they've done that with the iCloud. But they want to take it further, where all apps can run on all devices. So you can have your iOS or your phone apps running on your iPad and then running on your MacBook. So it increases the continuity of work through all devices. This idea confirms the design of the UI on the Big Sur, and then also the much talked about the Apple Silicon, which Apple is migrated onto. So let's talk a bit more about what upgrade that they did. The upgrades that came on the new macOS was not too much, but it informs the direction which I've already spoken about. So they concentrated on the UI, the feel and appearance of the user interface. So now they have most of the apps coming up rounded, with rounded edges and translucent. They have icons, more icons on the menu bar than they used to be. They have introduced widgets, which is on iOS, and confirms the idea of having a continuity with all the devices, and the notification center. Also, they upgraded the icons, they changed the icons and then made the icons look all beautiful with rounded edges. So definitely this tells you that they are gravitating the Mac OS towards the iOS design, and further goes into the updates that came with some of the apps like messages and maps. Safari had some updates, but does not work on all other platforms in regards to the security and how you'll be able to know what is going on when you're browsing, who is looking, the content that is being fished out, what content they are, which application is doing that, and what you can do about it. All these updates came to the macOS, the Big Sur, and they are not new if you've watched or you've paid attention to videos in regards to the Mac, the iOS and the iPad OS. So the future is clear. Apple is working towards getting all its devices to work in sync, hence protecting the ecosystem. So when you are on a device doing whatever, you can move from that device and continue with the thing, with whatever that you're doing on the other devices. And I think that is a big step that other OSs have not really gotten to. I have a big theory that in the future, all devices are going to be working using Internet of Things together. But the question is, which company or which OS is going to be dominant and is going to be able to execute this effectively? And we see this progress in Apple especially, and some progress with Google. But we can't say Google has a successful OS that is able to manage all these things. They have the OS for the Pixel, they have the OS for phones, but Apple is gravitating to one OS all their devices, and that, to me, they are making a win in that direction. So this is the direction that technology is going. So let's hear what you think in the comment section. Don't forget to subscribe and stay safe. Peace.